Howdy guys, how's it going? Okay, today we are going to be looking at the best class setup for the ODEN assault rifle. Now this thing right here is chambered in 12.7 by 55, okay? Now that right there, that's a solid round. Personally, I don't quite understand why this wasn't in the marksman rifle category, but regardless, we're going to take and equip this thing for the best middle ground if you want to run this in any game mode whatsoever. Hopping in the gunsmith, we're going to start off with the muzzle, and we're going to be using the Colossus suppressor. Now with this, you get the sound suppression, you get better damage range, and you get better recoil control. Now the Colossus suppressor is basically just a larger scale monolithic suppressor, and between the two, you can definitely tell a much better difference with the Colossus over the monolithic. Like it says with the monolithic, it don't have as bad as an effect on your mobility and your ADS time, but it's not noticeable at all. And as you can tell just from the stat difference there, there's hardly any stat difference whatsoever. So we're going to go with the Colossus suppressor. Then we're going to go down to underbarrel. We're going to be throwing on the Ranger foregrip. I tried the Ranger, I tried the Merc, I tried some of the horizontal foregrips and the operator foregrips, and the Ranger foregrip, like usual, is the way to go with this, because this gun shoots very flat as it is. But if you want to try to go for any hip fire kills, or if you're trying to go a little bit more rapid fire, because we'll be using the single fire select mode, so it does help a lot with recoil control. That paired with that giant can on the front makes this thing just about as accurate as you can have it just with those two attachments. Since we're going to be using the single fire select mode, we're going to be skipping over ammunition, because this thing has a 20 round mag on it stock, and you can go up to a 30 round mag once you have everything unlocked for it. But we're going to go to a rear grip and add the stipple grip tape. The other grips just help with accuracy and control, and we need a little bit better ADS time since we added that big can on the front. We're going to go over to perk and add sleight of hand, just because now that we only got 20 rounds, we do need to be able to take and put those new mags in as quick as we can. And since this is a bullpup design, that does affect your reload speed a little bit, so this really helps offset that. Finally, we're going to go up to the stock and add the FTAC XL Elite comb. That's once again just to help with get a little bit better ADS time. So if you're sprinting around trying to use this as more of an AR setup, you can compete with subs and things like that at short to medium range. But it is advised that you take and try to ADS and be pre-aimed as much as possible. There you go. That is this gun. I mean, just that can right there. I mean, look how much it sticks off the screen whenever you take and rotate this thing around. That is that's crazy. For a full class rundown, we got the ODEN set up the way that I just showed you. We got the X16. I got the Pegasus variant, that's what it says, but the same attachments that I normally run on it. And this, having a good pistol that you like using is highly recommended. Something either the X16 or the M19 would be what I would recommend the most, because you will have times whenever you run out of ammunition where you're only rocking the 20 rounds, and just having a good secondary handgun that you're comfortable with will allow you to take and clean up kills if you're going for a 3, 4, 5 man if you get the opportunity. Then for the perks, we got EOD, hardline, and shrapnel. In our lethal section, we got a frag grenade, and in a tactical slot, we have a flash grenade. Okay, so we got Shoot House kill confirmed. They finally added the Shoot House 24/7 playlist. Okay, so now this game has already started, but we're just going to rock with it. So we're going to switch this bad boy over to single shot, and we're going to hop up on this wall and just see who we can get poking their head out in the middle of the map. Now this thing, it's normally about a 2-shot if you can get them in the chest, or you can even get 1 shots to the head, depending on the range that you're working with. Okay, I bet that guy was weak, because we just 1-shotted him right through the spine. Okay, but now, I mean, like I said, the round that this thing is putting out really should, this was originally designed as it's a Russian designed weapon for the Russian military. And I think it was meant to be like a cross between a long range AR platform. So it would make sense to me if it was in the marksman rifle category, but it is what it is. Now with that sleight of hand, you're able to cycle through these 20 round mags pretty quick. And I mean, I played around with using the 30 round mags by themselves, and the 30 round mags and the 25 round mags even with sleight of hand. But having these other attachments on this gun makes a bigger difference from what I can tell in the maps and game modes that I put it through. I mean, I played ground war with it, I played shoot house, played shipment. But with this, just like with marksman rifles, really any weapon, you want to try to get to where you can pre-aim with your sight picture and go right into people's noggins. because that's where this gun really shines, is being able to pop people in the head. Now, whenever you mount up with the stuff that's on this thing, it doesn't move at all. So it just comes down to your own personal accuracy and ability and comfortability with this weapon. Like any gun, it's a little bit different. The more you use it, the more you'll get used to it, and the more you'll be able to just, you know, scope in on people, because the aim assist with this thing isn't that good. I played around with the tack laser and stuff to see if that would help a little bit, but I really couldn't tell any difference. Now, if you're somebody that likes to use an optic can definitely help. I messed around with some of the reflexes and the sniper scope. The sniper scope was, from what I can tell, one of the best things to throw on this. That does, you know, slow your ADS time down even more. But, you know, it's just about like what you're comfortable with in terms of the sight picture and what kind of TV you're playing on, what kind of monitor, and so on and so forth. Where was that man at? That man must have been like, okay, yeah, he just got me right around that corner. But as you can see, now that we're starting to get warmed up a little bit, like anytime you hop into a game that's already going, you kind of got to get adjusted to the flow of the game. Now, right there up close, as you can see, that guy had a Bison tack laser. That up close, you're not going to really be able to compete with the ADS of a sub or something like that up close. So that's why anytime you approach corners like this, especially on a small, fast-paced map, you'll want to pre-aim just so that you don't have to worry about getting in those kind of situations. We also got to watch that window right there. Boop, 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 boop. And now, for those of y'all that love semi-automatic weapons like the FAL and the pistols and stuff, I guarantee that you'll love using this on the single-fire option. I mean, it's very, very enjoyable, and I'm going to see if we can get a nice up-close kill. Now, whenever you're playing corners, you got to keep in mind that big can, because I want to look right here and see if it was sticking out of the wall, because I know it had to be close to it, because that's one of the first things people will be able to see if you're trying to camp around corners, because that thing just extends way, way, way out there. And I'm going to see how these kids are pushing around this back side here, and I'm sure they're watching this corner. Yeah, look, so boom. So we got a 2-shot to the head. A lot of times at that range, you can one-shot people, just depending on how high the chrome dome you get them. What is with these spawns, bro? I didn't know I was playing Shipment 2.0 here. God dang, I do hate joining into a game late, even if it's only like 5 or 10 kills in. It just really, like, I guess that makes me a bad COD player, but it affects my ability to predict the way they're rotating around the map. Did my teammate just kill that guy? Okay, yeah. I can't stand it when a teammate like just sits there and stares at somebody that's shooting at you, and they could have kept you from dying whenever it was completely unnecessary. But yeah, I'm so glad they added Shipment back. I'm gonna be doing the AK-47's about to be gold, and that's the last gun I got to get gold, and I'll have that thing platinum. And then I'm going to do some fun stuff with the ARs, about showing some AR marksman rifle setups. This gun's basically a marksman rifle no matter how you set it up, so just keep that in mind. Like, this is one where there's a lot of leeway, because it can only play, it's only got a very limited spectrum that you can play this gun with. So just experiment around with it. I found this to be the best, like the best middle ground for the way that I play and my play style and the way I'm trying to run it. Oh my god, let's get a little drop shot in right there, baby. We got a guy behind that pillar. Oh, 3-shot him, okay. Okay, you got these fellas over here. Let's, ooh, pop to the noggin. I wish I had a concussion. I could throw it over there. How am I still alive? I should have died like 5 minutes ago when I was in that junkyard right there. If we join late, about 17 kills down, we still managed to get top of the leaderboard, I will be pretty happy. Now that right there, I would have got him if I hadn't been throwing that tack. Oh no. I was really hoping that it would have spawned me over on that other side over there. Our teammate, oh no, never mind. We ain't gonna get top of teammates ahead of us by 800 points. What am I thinking? Because by the time we get that many tags down, it's gonna be the end of the game. Let's not get hit by that. Thank you. Bang, baby. Well, dang, maybe we will. Who knows? I don't want to jinx myself. God dang it, teammate. You're stealing me tags. I'm just trying to get top of the leaderboard on a game I joined late for this video, and you're not even helping me out. What happened to... I about said communism, but I meant, you know, comrades, whatever. That's still related to communism in a way. Thank you for laying on top of the stairs, sir. I really appreciate it. But as long, I mean, since we're playing aggressive with this setup, and the way these kids are playing and pushing for tags, I'm definitely satisfied with how this gameplay's went thus far, and I'm hoping it should be over a 10-minute mark roughly, because I always try to have these videos be about 10 minutes. Not for any super specific reason, but that's normally about the appropriate amount of time in a game to really get enough of a variation in engagements to get a feel for a weapon and how it plays. Oh my god, the accuracy. Like I said, there's a good example of how the auto aim assist isn't that good on this weapon. Like I said, it's not horrible. And I was hoping to get some better hip fire kills, because this thing is actually pretty decent for hip fire kills. Don't get me wrong. Is that a teammate? Yep. But okay, I mean, that seems solid to me, guys. Like, that game right there went relatively good. Now, with this gun, with the ADS time, if you're wanting to use it like pure marksman rifle and you're good with the ADS time being slower, then you can actually swap out like that stipple grip tape and stuff. Okay, we almost had 2.0 KD. Like I said, I'd like to maintain at least 2.0, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, and like for some of the other ARs, like I just found an amazing setup for the AK-47 to run it as an assault rifle, or even like a FAL type variant on the single fire select mode. So I'm going to have that up. I might even put that up before I finish getting the gold. I don't know quite yet. I'm going to be putting out another video for the 357 Magnum, running it with the regular ammunition, because I've had a lot of people request that as opposed to running it with snake shot, and I understand that. So that'll be coming up soon too. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe if you hadn't already. Share my channel with your friends. Share some of these videos with your friends that like Call of Duty. And yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Until the next one, adios.